Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Lawn. Today is our special Super Bowl episode, and I'm going to be showing you something that you can bring to a Super Bowl party, or if you're hosting your own Super Bowl party, I got you covered. Last year we made those cheesesteak egg rolls. I hope some of you guys remember because it was a huge hit here on Cooking with Lawn. And in today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make buffalo chicken dip with garlic crostinis, and I think it's just going to be a hit. Whether, like I said, you're hosting your own party or if you need to bring a dish over, this is really going to come in handy, and it's really simple and easy. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we're going to do to start our buffalo chicken dip is, of course, cook our chicken. I already have a big pot of water on the stove that's been boiling for a while, so I'm just going to turn it down to a simmer, and then I'm going to season our water with some salt, because this is like one of the only times that we're going to be able to get some seasoning into the chicken. And then I have 1.5 chicken breasts here, and I'm gonna go ahead and add these into the water. And these are just going to simmer until the chicken breasts are completely cooked through. While we're waiting for the chicken to cook, we're going to get started on our buffalo sauce. All right, so I have this large mixing bowl here, and I'm going to put in 1 block of Philadelphia cream cheese. And unfortunately, I forgot to let my cream cheese sit out for a few hours so that it can soften. So just make sure that you're working with room temperature cream cheese. It's going to make your dip much more smooth, and it's going to be easier for you to mix. So I'm just going to go ahead and beat this up with my electric hand mixer so that it can be like very soft and not have clumps in it. Now our cream cheese is nicely whipped, and it's going to, like I said, be much easier for us to work with for the rest of the sauce. To the cream cheese, I'm going to add some Frank's Red Hot sauce. I'm also going to add some Hidden Valley Ranch dressing. And I'm going to add a little bit of fresh cracked pepper and a little bit of salt for flavor. And now we're going to take our electric hand mixer and mix all of this up until it's well incorporated. We're finished with our sauce, and we're just going to set this aside until the chicken is finished cooking, and we're going to get started on our crostini. So let me just take this out of the package. This is a petite French baguette, and it's nice and crusty, so I like it, and it's a few days old, so it's perfect for toasting, which is what we're going to do with it. So I'm going to just set this aside. So I have already a baking sheet here that I've already lined with aluminum foil, and I'm just going to spray this with some Pam. And then we're going to get started on cutting up our baguette. You don't want the baguette pieces to be too thin. You want them to have some type of, thickness to it so that people can scoop their buffalo chicken dip on it. So I'm just cut it. I think these are about 1/4 inch thick slices. I'm going to make some garlic butter. I already have some melted butter here, and I'm going to add a little bit of garlic to this. You can also buy pre-made garlic butter as well and just melt that down. I'm going to add some salt. Some ground black pepper. I'm going to add some salt and some parsley for color. So I'm going to spoon this garlic butter over top of each baguette. My oven was already preheating on 415 degrees, so I'm gonna throw our little mini crostinis right into the oven, and they're gonna stay in until they're nicely toasted and a little crispy. Just took the chicken out of the boiling water. I've had a chance for it to cool down, and now we're just gonna take 2 forks and shred this chicken apart. I really hate shredding, honestly. It's so tedious to me, but we gotta do it. This tastes good. I also just took the crostinis out of the oven, and y'all, they look and smell so delicious. They're nicely golden brown. That garlic and the butter is just really filling up the entire room. I think I'm gonna just do it with my hands. It's much easier to do it with my hands. Let's go ahead and add our shredded chicken right into our buffalo sauce mixture. I like my buffalo chicken dip to have a lot of chicken in it. Now we're gonna just mix everything up. This already smells so good. I'm gonna also add in a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese, because not only do I want the top cheesy, but I want it to be cheesy throughout. And then I'm gonna just mix this around. I'm gonna spray an oven safe bowl with some Pam so that it doesn't stick. I think I'm gonna make 2 of these actually. Now that I thought about it, I'm gonna make 2 of these. I'm gonna make one for Henry and I to eat off of and taste today, and then I'm going to bake and freeze another one for next week. Since the Super Bowl is next week and we're not gonna eat all this. That's a good idea, right, babe? Yep. So I'm gonna just freeze this one just like this, and you guys can do the same thing at home. I'm just gonna put a lid on it, and it's gonna sit in the freezer until next week. So now I'm gonna top this with cheddar cheese as well. Now this is ready to go into an oven. I got the oven already heated to 400 degrees, and we are gonna bake this until it's nice and hot and bubbly, and all the cheese on top is nicely melted and a little bit brown. Should take about 20 minutes. Our buffalo chicken dip just came out of the oven, and I'm gonna show you how to set up your buffalo chicken dip and your crostinis, just in case you don't have a platter at home. I don't have a platter either, but I'm just gonna make do with what I have. So I'm gonna put our hot buffalo chicken dip on this plate. This is like a big dinner plate that I don't typically use to eat dinner on because it's too big of a plate. And I'm gonna sprinkle some green onion on top. This green onion is just gonna give it color and add some flavor to the dip as well. And then I'm gonna take my crostinis and begin setting them around the rim of the plate. So again, it's that simple. You don't have to have a platter at home. It's not that big of a deal, and you can just gather your crostinis around just like I'm doing. And of course, if you have a bigger party, then you'll have more crostinis around the sides. I am not expecting anyone. This is just for you guys on Cooking with Lauren, so I don't have that many. I'm finally ready to try my buffalo chicken dip, and I'm just so excited because it has been smelling good in here so much between the buffalo chicken dip cooking in the oven and then the crostinis and that garlic. This house smells amazing. So let's just hurry up and go right on and dig in. And the crostinis are crispy enough that you can just dunk them right into the dip. And I've let this cool down some because it was so hot. It tastes like buffalo wings. Like if I had this at my party, you wouldn't even need buffalo wings because this is exactly what it tastes like, and it's cheesy and it's the perfect amount of spice. The crostinis taste like garlic bread. These are really good by themselves because we already put that garlic butter on there. And you hear how crunchy they are? This is really good. It's really satisfying and it's very rich and just decadent. This will definitely be a hit at your Super Bowl parties, and I highly recommend you guys to make this at home. If you're not up for spicy food, you can always adjust however much Frank's Red Hot sauce that you put into the dish. You can also make this dish your own by adding like blue cheese crumbles throughout or on top, however you want to put your spin on it. But don't forget, if you recreate this recipe at home, you can always tag me on Instagram, because we get so many DMs on Instagram and we're constantly reposting anytime you guys tag us in one of my recipes. That wraps up this episode of Cooking with Lauren. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you give this video a huge thumbs up, and if you have not already, subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our uploads. So that's it for me today, guys. I will see you guys next week, same time, same place, different recipe. Bye.